Hello and welcome. There is a major encounter underway at DK Gully in the Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, this encounter started today in the noon, and there is firing going on from both the sides. Now, Army has released a short statement. The statement says, based on hard intelligence, a joint operation was launched in General Area DKG last night. Contact has been established today evening. An encounter is in progress, further details being ascertained. So, what we got to know is that the security forces had clear input about the presence of terrorists in that area since last night. Now, this input had come from multiple agencies, and on the basis of that input, a coordinated search operation was started in that area. Has converted into an encounter. You can see on those visuals, there has been an army vehicle that's been ambushed by the terrorists. The contact has been established and firing is going on from both the sides. So basically, there was an input about the presence of terrorists in that area. And when the search operation was started last night, today in the afternoon, a contact was established with the hiding terrorists, and thereafter the encounter started. Now, something about this area. This is an area in the Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir. Dera Gully. It is a extremely forested area. It's a very difficult terrain. Generally, it's snowbound. At this point in time, there is no snow there, and that's precisely the reason that terrorists taking advantage of the thick foliage hide in that area, and then they carried out this ambush on an army vehicle. But the security forces had an input about the presence of uh, terrorists in that area already, and an operation was underway. Now, sources say that reinforcements have been brought in, and this entire area has been cordoned off. An operation is underway, and there are also reports. Some sources say that special forces will also be inducted as the operation continues. But now that it is dark, so perhaps the operation will start again at the first light tomorrow in the morning, but clearly a contact has been established. Now, something about this area, Rajouri Poonch. This is to the south of Pir Panjal in the Jammu region. Up till uh, a year ago, this area was completely wiped off from militancy, despite being very close to the line of control. It's always been an infiltration route, and it's been as a site for multiple ceasefire violations by Pakistan in the past due to its proximity with POK. But there weren't many militants present in that area. But what's happened in the last 1 year, we've seen militancy really escalating in that area. There have been at least two major encounters in that area, in the Poonch area, in last 1 year, in which at least 10 army jawans have been killed in action. In one of that encounters a few months ago, an army vehicle was ambushed and five army jawans were killed in action. And today, again, you can see a vehicle that's being ambushed by the terrorists. Now, uh, eh, this encounter is going on uh, as we speak. The area has been cordoned off. Uh, the area has been cordoned off, and the firefight is going on from both the sides. The encounter is underway. Now you can see it is very close to the Mughal Road. Now, Mughal Road is a road that connects the Kashmir Valley with the Jammu region through Baflias in Poonch district. Now, that's that Mughal Road. Generally, it remains snow covered in winters, but it's still open. It has not snowed in that area up till now. Now it's very close to the Mughal Road, an extremely forested area, thick foliage there, and that makes it a perfect hiding place for the terrorists. Now, sources also suggest this could be a group of foreign terrorists who had recently infiltrated into India, and security forces had a clear input about their presence in that area, and that's why an operation was started in the first place, the coordinated search operation that's now got converted into an encounter. Now it's a joint operation by the police, the army. The entire area has been cordoned off as the security forces zero in on the terrorists. Now, clearly, the strategy is that even if it takes more time to neutralize the terrorists, but the effort will be made that they do not take advantage of the thick foliage and hide from that area. So clearly, this is the news that we are bringing in. Now, we're told by our sources that a few security force personnel have sustained injuries. Of course, that has been confirmed by the sources. They have been moved to the hospital. So there are casualties that are feared in that encounter. Some of the security force personnel have sustained injury. Reports also suggest that one terrorist has been shot so far as the encounter rages on, firing going on from both the sides. The area has been cordoned off and operation is underway. It's a joint operation by the police and the army close to the Mughal Road in Dera Ki Gali, which is a small, thin, narrow lane which connects Poonch district with the Rajouri district through the mountains. It's you can see it's generally snow clad, but at the moment it's through for traffic and that encounter taking place there. But I was saying that this area has seen a sort of a resurgence of terrorism. We've seen several encounters taking place there in the SCO meet when dignitaries of different countries were present in India, including the foreign minister of Pakistan at that point in time, Bilawal Bhutto. There was an encounter in Rajouri area. Now, that is a neighboring district of Poonch, also close to the line of control. Then a coordinated operation was launched by the army in that area to flush out terrorists. Some of the terrorists have been killed in that area, but clearly terrorists showing their presence by carrying out this attack again today in that particular area. Sources also suggest that this is a strategy by terrorists to take off the attention and focus from Kashmir Valley, where security forces have been able to kill terrorists in large numbers, including their commanders, and they seem to be under a great pressure of the security forces in Kashmir Valley, and now they're showing their presence in the Jammu region, particularly in the areas close to the line of control in Poonch and Rajouri. That's where these encounters are taking place now. We're seeing series of encounters taking place in the Kashmir Valley. Also, there was this big encounter at Kokarnag a few months ago in which security forces took casualties, army and Jammu and Kashmir police. And now there has been another encounter in Poonch region in the DK Gully area. But what is different is that security forces had a clear input about the presence of terrorists in that area. And that's when this operation was started, a coordinate and search operation that's now converted into a encounter between the security forces and terrorists hiding in that area. It's not clear what's the number of terrorists who are hiding there, but some say that it's a group of 3 to 4 terrorists who could actually be involved there, and they have been pinned down. Of course, special forces, we're also told, could also be inducted in this operation to ensure that the terrorists are neutralized. But since it's dark, so perhaps the firefight will uh, will not be that intense in the night. But clearly, at the first light, all efforts will be made to neutralize the terrorists and to ensure that they don't take advantage of the dark and thick foliage and escape from that area. But clearly, the challenge for the security forces is to prevent militancy from taking root again in those areas of Poonch and Rajouri, which were once wiped off, where militancy or terrorism was wiped off, but terrorists again showing their presence there by carrying out these attacks. But for now, to recap for our viewers, there's a major encounter underway at DK Gully in Poonch district of J&K in a very forested area. Security terrorists have ambushed the security force vehicle and firing is going on from both the sides. It's a joint operation by the police and the army. A contact has been established with the terrorists and firefight is going on. We will keep updating you about this story as and when we get more details. But for now, it is being confirmed by the army that the firing is going on from both the sides. A contact has been established and an encounter is underway. We'll give you more details and then when we get more details. But for now, the news is that some of the security force personnel have also sustained injuries in that encounter. Thanks so much for joining us and watching the Mojo story. We'll give more details when we get on this story. Thanks for watching.
Mojo Story has always made a commitment to its viewers to go to where the story is. And as you can see here, we are at the epicenter of the Israel war on Gaza. We are right at the front line, about 1 mile from the Gaza Strip, as the Israeli military gets ready with its tanks and its gunners to begin its final frontal assault that will take troops into Gaza. As we said, we are not like other organizations. We believe in giving you all sides of the story objectively and as much as possible from the ground. And that's exactly what we're doing here, covering the biggest global story today from the epicenter of the war zone. So please, we need your support. Support us, become a Mojo member, subscribe to us, spread the word, and thank you for your support.